Hello, hello, and welcome to Simulacra Studios presents Aeon Luna Rocks. My name is Scott. I'll be the story guide for this evening. If you'd like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios. We're going to go ahead and bring on our players, most of whom we have today. I'll go ahead and let those who are here introduce themselves.
Hey, I'm Murphy. I'm playing Hannah. It'll be fun.
I'm Puka. I'm playing Mycelion.
I'm Diane. I play Valentine, our resident disaster gangster princess.
And introducing a new player, we have Nigel. Nigel, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nigel. And can I say who I'm playing?
Well, your name's on the screen, so you can certainly say their name. But we will wait for more pertinent details in play.
Sure. I'm going to be playing a character named Bram Rosenfeld.
Excellent. All right. So when last we left our friends, they were putting together their newest Bang show, which is a combination of music and physical structure and language, all sort of wrapped up in this kind of tree, growing, intertwining tree format. They had made arrangements with a local organized crime gang called the Vikings, who normally do gun running, but were receptive to allowing you to use one of their disused portions of their turf to put on your show. After some back and forth about security and who's going to be selling what, and you guys exchanged some funds for the privilege. But we ended with Hannah receiving an uneasy vision about the future that she was able to unpack as something wrong with the venue. It had been recently host to an aberrant cult, so that is a likely suspect for why something seems wrong to her psionic senses. But yeah, you guys were going to go and check that out, last I heard. How are the preparations going for that?
Well, Narwhal was our contact with them, but I guess I'm second runner-up with that. So I'm just going to let them know that we're going to be in the area, just send them a text. Hey, we're going to be in the area, going to check it out. Preparing to see what kind of space we have to set up for the Bang show. Other than that, I mean, that's my preparation.
Okay, yeah, you send some contact to the Vikings that you have contact with, and they get back to you, say like, yeah, you can go check that out. We don't have a lot of presence there. He sends you a pin of a place where you can head to, so and with a message that's saying, we're gonna have one of our guys escort you and provide protection. So meet with them there, at X time, X place.
Gotcha. She, will pass the message along to the group and thank them.
I'm going to ask my agent to dig up whatever it can find on the aberrant cult that was there, and
sure.
what information is available about what they were up to or what kind of thing might be blighting the area.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a culture roll, and you can add your mini comps enhancement to that.
Cool. Three plus the one enhancement.
Okay, yeah, you look at that. That was the aberrant at the center of that cult was one known as the Hive. and it wasn't a very like active threat. Like it didn't like ravage or whatnot. They mostly figured out that it basically took like homeless and transient people who were down in the tunnels and kind of converted some of them and brainwashed others of them, and they just lived in this too small for the number of people that were there facility. And it was cleared out a couple of months ago. There was a Legion team that went in with some Moon security that went in to clear it out, and they killed the aberrant that was responsible, and were able to get as many as people out as they could, but a lot of them were corrupted and mutated. So they don't go into detail about what happened to the people, most of the people, but they say they got as many survivors out as they can, and those that got out are in treatment.
I look real closely and try to read between the lines, or see if I can figure out any kind of a description or idea of what the aberrant, what its nature was, besides being, a gross monster.
You got a lot of successes. So yeah, the nature of this aberrant was it was very insectile in its form and its body, and it, from what you can tell, it had digressed into very instinctual behavior. It was very stealthy, very hard to pin down or locate. It could like burrow into the rock and metal, but it didn't seem to act on anything like a human agenda or anything. It seemed to be acting incredibly instinctual, and just gathering people to it on a very instinctual, unnatural need.
I will share that with the group.
That sounds gross.
I agree. Hope it didn't like lay eggs or something.
Ew, do you think that's possible?
No
I
idea.
don't want like chest bursters in the middle of our like concert, man.
Well, that will put a damper on the proceedings for sure. Well, look, it's just a weird feeling I got. It could be nothing. We'll go check it out.
Dude, it's never not nothing. Just saying.
So it's sometimes nothing. Got it.
I mean,
I feel like I trust your weird feelings more nowadays. Like, Yeah.
I appreciate it. It put my mind at ease once we go there and check it out.
Besides, they're gonna give us protection, so if there's some weird bug things, they can just kill it. I mean, they run arms deals, so they'll be armed.
You gotta shoot the
Alright.
bugs?
I mean, wouldn't you shoot nasty bugs trying to turn you into bugs?
Yes.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I was thinking more like some kind of really strong insecticide or something, but yeah. Guns work, I guess.
You should learn to shoot. Do you know how to shoot?
I've seen it done, and as we all know, if you see something done once, you can replicate it perfectly, so yeah, probably.
You should learn how to shoot. Daddy taught me how to shoot.
Mine taught me how to bake, so...
Baking doesn't win a knife fight.
But it wins
Nice
you
fight,
friends.
though. Exactly.
So we will move deeper into the lunar surface and move the camera over to Bram. Bram, what would you be up to?
Probably cleaning my gear and getting ready for the assignment.
Yeah. So you've gotten contact with your direct superior in the organization. The superior is someone by the name of Mao, and they are kind of the person who just sort of looks after you and tells you what to do, and when you fuck up, they're the one that has to discipline you. And they have told you that the gang is expanding its efforts. They're partnering up with some local bang club and see whether or not this is a profitable thing to be sponsoring or hosting shows. And they have put you on babysitter duty to babysit some punk kids who are probably about your age. You're still pretty young, but you've probably lived a harder life than all of them. So they have given you a place to meet them and a time where they're going to be showing up, because apparently they want to check out the venue before the show happens.
All right. Did you get my note about the equipment that I wanted to get?
Yeah, I got
for our
that. That's all good.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll sort of stand in front of the mirror, put my gun in its holster, and just sort of the suit will shift through a couple of different patterns as I'm just like, what do I want? Click, click, click. There we go. Classic black suit, white undershirt, red tie. Just very, very simple. Stands out, but is subtle at the same time.
Cool.
And yeah, I'll keep my earpiece, make sure it's broadcasting, and then I'll head on to the rendezvous point.
Yeah. So the rendezvous point is in kind of a disused transit station that used to service the high end mansions and complexes down here in Underside, but it doesn't get a lot of traffic nowadays just because there's not a lot of trains that go through here on a regular basis. But you are all able to make it there fairly easily. You make it through the transit system. The doors open up, and the four of you see one another. We'll start with Nigel, if you want to describe Bram to the others.
Sure. Bram has kind of a boyish-looking face, messy black hair, cut pretty short. Brown eyes, looks kind of nondescript, but he is wearing a very striking, very well-tailored black suit with white button-down shirt and a red tie. And he's, for any of you who are familiar with the physiognomy of someone who was born on the moon, he was born on the moon. He's kind of tall and lanky, but he is very graceful, despite his size. And yeah, he's got a couple of different facial scars, nothing too overly dramatic, but he definitely looks like he's been through the ringer a couple of times.
Cool. Mycelian, why don't you describe yourself to Bram so he knows what you look like?
So Mycelian is pretty short, pretty petite looking, kind of looks spacey, wearing something iridescent today, probably, sort of like an oil slick turned into a tunic with some kind of pants. And there you see that they have kind of a weird apparatus on their hands that's kind of glowy, some kind of bioware. And they seem just kind of looking around like, okay, just taking it all in.
And Hannah, what does Hannah look like today?
Kind of a dime store Joan Jett, like black jeans, leather jacket, kind of messy, short-ish hair that looks like she did it herself because she did. Probably sitting kind of more toward the back of the group, just looking around.
And last but not least, what about Frankie?
So probably the last person off the train is Frankie, who, like the other two, they have their own presence about them, but she clearly looks like a lead singer, like the star quality of the band. As she walks out with her, she's very attractive, very high appearance, striking looks, with pastel pink hair that's pulled up into two pigtails at the moment. She has the grace of someone who walks around much like they own everything, but not in the snobby way, but in the confident way, if that makes sense. She is rocking probably some faux leather jacket, fishnets, punk skirt, probably some type of bathing top, maybe just a bra. It's hard to tell because she has her jacket on. But she has herself done up with like the heavy black eyeliner, kind of looking like a mix between industrial goth and e-girl.
I thought you were going to say it's hard to tell what her top is because she's holding a cat like this. 'Cause that would be
I can't help it. She wants to be held, and she's not hurting no
It's-
one.
I've come
totally
prepared.
fine.
It is
Prepared for
official
battle.
Simulacra Studios that cats can do whatever they want on my stream. So yeah,
Oh.
the train comes up and you all kind of see each other. There's no one else around, so there's no real confusion about who you're here to meet or what you're up to. So how does this scene unfold?
So, who you?
There's a quick beat where sort of a 1,000-yard stare focuses in and just I like check, and like I do the mental calculation of how much effort it would take to kill any one of you, and just kind of nod to myself.
How well versed is your character with the gangs of the moon?
Let's see. Give me a culture roll, Bram.
Oh shit. That's a thing I should probably should have put some points into.
Fuck, who knows culture anymore? We just make shit up.
I'm gonna think fast on my feet, so I'm gonna do cunning.
Sounds good.
That's 4 dice.
We do have our dice if you want to use one.
Yeah, the
I don't
momentum
mind.
pool is currently at 4.
I got 1 success.
She's familiar to you. You don't immediately place her, but you think that she's probably somehow involved in the life, somehow, but you can't place exactly where.
Gotcha. And out of character, what did you last say, Van?
Oh, she said who you?
Name's Bram. You are my assignment. I'm taking it.
Oh, you're
I
the
guess so.
bodyguard.
Yeah, sure. If that's what you want to call me.
That's what they called you.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Well, I'm Frankie.
Frankie,
This
nice to
is
meet you.
Hannah, and that's Mice over there, or Mycelion, if you will. I call him Mice.
Either way.
All right. So, y'all are what? Passing through, doing a show? You some sort of gig?
Yeah, we are members of Wonderroot. We're doing a performance here in a couple of nights. Did they not brief you?
We play fast and loose. I mean, I know what I gotta do. You know, I'm not gonna leave you hanging in the wind, but
We just need to scope out the place and get an idea so we could start planning the installations and all.
Did they lay
How
any
do
eggs?
you...
Like, do we need to be concerned about that? Are there bug eggs around? Like the bug guy?
I think they'd have told us if they knew about it.
I don't know. That's what
out
I'm
of
asking.
play, do I know anything about the history of the venue?
Not really. This is like the place where you're going is like in the Vikings turf. Technically, they don't operate out of it because like you probably heard that it was recently an aberrant cult had been there, which bad enough news that even hardened gangsters like the Vikings would avoid it if they knew about it. But the scuttlebutt is that the Legion cleared it out, and if nothing else, the Legion is well renowned for solving aberrant problems.
Okay. I'll respond. Oh no, it's still lousy with them. You gotta be real careful where you walk.
Handle that. That was in character.
Like Frankie
then I'm glad
doesn't
you're
laugh
with
for a
us.
second and just kind of looks at the other two, which seem to be smirking. So she's kind of like, okay. Ooh.
I look over to Mycelion. You're off quiet. What's up with you?
Oh, I'm more of a thinker, just... feeling the space, seeing what's what,
I can appreciate that. And I don't do too much thinking. They just tell me where to shoot, and that's where I go.
If
I somehow
if
find
that's
that
enough for you,
false.
then
That sounds kind of relaxing.
It's a living.
everyone needs a form of meditation. You just have to have something that gets you in your headspace. It's all good.
Headspace, sure. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. It's not too far from here.
Lead on.
And yeah, I'll as I say that, I just heel turn and start walking.
Yeah, you head down a couple of hallways. You get past kind of these places that were obviously used to be like very secure, where they're like secure, like the remnants of security gates and like checkpoints and like gun encampments. But all of those have been stripped. And eventually you make it into this fairly sizable open space in what was once probably a courtyard or a community space for incredibly wealthy people. And the first thing that really jumps out at all of you is an aberrant. No, sorry. No, is
A giant
I want
bug.
you to know my cat literally just bit my elbow
Oh,
when
no.
you said that. That's why I was like, eh.
Oh no! But no, what jumps out at you is that almost every surface has signs of like plasma torch, scorch marks. There is like fine carbon ash. Where once there was living things, perhaps. Like everything has been scoured and burned. In this place, it is almost completely covered and blackened in burn marks and ash.
Yeah,
Should have brought a mop.
Isn't really a park anymore.
That's all right.
That's the smell of the Legion.
I think maybe making the transformation of this place part of the show might be kind of cool.
Wait, you want it to be interactive, like a cleanup?
Kind
of cool.
Well, maybe. I was kind of more picturing if we get, it being presentable at least, but kind of showing the tree starting to grow up from among all this rubble, all this
Man,
ashes and such.
we could make it interactive. We could rig the lights that if they come over and like have like sponges or something and do like cleanup, that the lights hit it and it turns a different color.
It's like one of those drawings where you do all the colors and then put the ink on top and then scrape it away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't
I
that
like
be
this.
cool? I think that'd be rad.
I think it's cool. I don't know if other people will, because
it's optional.
they're coming for a show, not to do cleanup.
I mean, that's fair. They don't have to do it. It's just part of it. I mean, it goes along with the idea of like building that community up.
What if we clear one area to start and then they can push out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to perform on, I guess, burn dirt.
Remnants of egg.
Okay, I didn't need that visual. That's gross. Ugh.
Might as well call some egg what it is.
So with the vision I got, it was I had this sense of like something in the soil, right, or something in the ground of the place itself.
Yeah, that was the vision that you got.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not literal.
Yeah,
but I was trying
whether
to
that's
remember.
literal or not. If you'd like to make an attunement roll, that'll be your psi plus your highest mode.
Yep. May I use one of our?
Go for it.
One of our dice. Cool. It's my psi. It's not very high. I got 2 successes.
Okay, so with 2 successes, what you experience is when you sort of take a breath, open up your senses.
Yeah, I kind of imagine like doing that and picking up some of the ash and kind of just.
Don't inhale too deeply.
Yeah, it feels flat. it feels like there is everything that was here has been burned away, and you just feel this. The most like pressing things that you feel are these like flashes of intense, not so much anger, but like passion, determination, and what you can only assume is like the emotional resonance of the fight, of the purging of this place. Under that, sort of as a constant drone that you're able to pick out of the like weird mix of flat and spikes of things that have been like cleared away and the emotions of the fight, you detect this low kind of infrasound hum, just kind of down in like the deepest register, that when you become aware of it, you cannot ignore.
I am going to try to focus and really clear on that as much as I can on that sound. And you kind of see Hannah looking really uncomfortable as she's kind of sitting there thinking, and like try to liken it to other times I may have experienced infrasound, and trying to get the kind of the feel of what kind of thing this is I'm experiencing.
You okay, Hannah? Oh, okay. My bad. My
Y'all
bad.
hear anything?
She's having a moment.
She just looks constipated.
My
Yeah,
toilet
moment.
habits are nobody's business but mine.
My bad.
We should see what kind of facilities are still operational here for the night while you've brought it up.
Yeah, here.
This place is a lot
Can't-
more trash than I
can't
thought.
tell if it's or actually something here, but yeah, I feel like there's some like deep machinery far away or something. There's a weird buzz in the air or
What,
under
like
the
air
air.
scrubbers?
Sorry, what was that, Nigel?
Like the air scrubbers? I mean, there's some water pipes down the way.
Maybe. Do you know if what kind of facilities this place like, as far as like that kind of thing, air scrubbers and water pipes that are connected to this place?
What do I know about this location, Scott?
You know that it used to be like many places down this low. It used to be a like haven for the wealthy. So no doubt there were systems like that in place. Obviously, if it was housing, a couple hundred people, there would have to be something like that. But who knows how much of it was rendered inoperable during what happened. So like you've been to a couple places like this. A lot of them have fit a similar pattern. So like you could probably get a good educated guess where those systems would be.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that, and actually I'll start as I'm pointing things out where I think they might be. I actually kind of start like kicking walls and tapping conduits to see if I can figure out if there's any control panels or anything else that would lead me to like an outlet or like a latrine or something.
Sure. If you have anyone who wants to give me a technology roll to kind of track this stuff down, may do so.
I would like to do that as well.
Yeah, I'll do that.
No, I'm
Point me
good.
towards tech.
Not my forte.
While they're doing that, Scott, can I activate the alertness from the psychocognition to have just be on the alert while we're here?
Absolutely can.
Okay, so I think that's a
I don't think that's a roll. I think it just comes online.
okay. It just says something about the success. There are
Oh yeah,
mentions
you do make
but
the roll. You make the psychocognition
Yeah,
plus psi
and
roll
then-
to.
it lasts for mode dots times duration, which I think my duration's like pretty short. Don't remember exactly.
Okay, so you both got 2 successes. Yeah, you guys find the utility lines that lead to kind of the more facility base. This being a community space, there is a kind of like common bathhouse that is mostly functional. It is by no means pretty. Like everything else, it has been utterly scoured by fire, but in a controlled way. So like you clearly I mean, if you think about the propaganda films of the Legion, you see people wielding this fine control of fire and plasma washing over things. So you kind of have that picture in your head. So yeah, it's functional, but there's like no toilet seats or anything. The mirrors are all broken and blackened. Um, a couple of the sinks aren't there, but this could technically be a bathroom. You definitely find like the trunks for the power lines, where you will definitely need to do some work to get your stuff plugged in. And you find a hallway that leads down to like air scrubber, water recycling facilities. Um, Hannah, as you are kind of like getting into that mode of danger awareness, when you see Mycelian start to like go down that hallway that leads to the scrubbers, you just get a chill up your spine of unpleasant feeling.
I put my hand on your shoulder, like, and then like I kind of like look over at Bram. I don't know this guy. Like, all right, I guess we should check out this way. Kind of give you and Frankie a look to make sure you know what I'm saying.
Frankie is probably looking at the state of the facilities with like disgust, and she's like, "This place sucks. This place actually sucks." And she just like looks over, completely oblivious to what you're trying to tell her. Like, there's so much work we have to do here. Do you see this? This is gonna take forever.
Yeah, we got our work cut out for us, don't we?
I'm not an electrician.
When is your show?
Push a broom.
It's in about a half a week, your show.
Like 3 days.
Look at it fix them.
Don't worry about the electrics. Worry about, the other stuff.
We don't even
Worry
have
about
toilets,
giant bugs.
Well,
man.
make sure there's not like shards of broken glass lying around and stuff. I think we'll be all right in a space like this.
The broken mirror aesthetic is really cool, It's like,
Yeah, I guess, but like we're gonna have bigwigs here. We want to make sure it looks nice,
I guess so, but I don't know that people are going to come to our show expecting it to look nice. They don't expect us to be bigwigs.
I think
They expect something a little
I
rough.
think they'll appreciate our DIY aesthetic.
Yeah. Maybe
And
the
it's funny,
broken mirrors
either way,
will
what we
remind
got.
people.
Okay, it has to be better than that stupid, like, federal I want to do crap.
Yeah, that place was bad.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean, the music was awful, and their costumes are really god awful, and like their message
And the
is
vibe
really
sucks.
terrible.
And
The crowd was not pleasant.
I mean, some of them were pleasant. The lead singer had a nice
you always got to
ass.
mind your P's and Q's when you're somewhere like that.
I mean,
You got
I
escorted
guess.
out by the cops,
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the start of a good night.
No, it wasn't the start of a good night.
You said you got the guy's number.
Yeah, I got his number.
We'll
Fine,
call him
whatever.
and tell him to bring us some toilet seats.
No, why would I do that?
Someone has to.
Look,
I mean,
Clearly, he didn't
Well,
fight
they
the
do.
line, and that's probably to my benefit. He's probably terrible. Hannah hates him, so clearly it's got to be bad, right? Besides, it's Hannah's turn to find me someone.
I mean, I don't want to overstate things, but when was the last time you let somebody being terrible stop you from calling them?
Hey, I don't need your judgment right now.
While they're bickering,
No
I'm
judgment,
creeping
no
ahead a
judgment.
little in the hallway, and trying to figure out what that was.
Yeah, you as you sort of get closer and closer, that
Got my ceramic knife in
yeah,
my pocket, but
that infrasound sound gets deeper, and like that chill up your spine, and like you're able to like start parsing it, and like now that you're sort of getting away from like what was clearly like a hot spot of activity, like you realize that you're experiencing that infrasound not with your ears. Like it's another vector of sense is coming in through you and resonating with that. And it's getting, as you're getting away from sort of the messy feelings of the main corridor, that infrasound is getting not louder, but less is interfering with it.
So is it like kind of just like that oppressive sense of dread from infrasound? Is that kind of the
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
hear someone's meow, and I want to pet them, whoever
Oh,
that
I
is.
know, me
I'm so
too.
sorry.
I just love kittums.
Mm-hmm. So you're heading down that hallway.
Yeah, I probably like try to like while they're talking, I probably just tugged on Bram's sleeve, like, come on.
Hey, yo,
Check it.
whoa, what's up?
Oh, I was just hoping you'd come with him while we check out what's up, whatever's down here.
Sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure they scoured this place. What? You afraid of the dark?
A little. I'm a little sensitive
Oh.
about it, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, no worries. By all means, and I'll like step in front, and I'll actually pull out my gun, and I'll go
I'll
first
let
down
you.
down the corridor.
What kind of gun are you packing?
I am packing. Mechanically, it is a slug thrower, but in terms of flavor, it is a LK Avenger 11mm.
You just said words at me. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna say it looks cool.
It is a futuristic looking pistol, but it still has like a clip with bullets in it, which I will actually go ahead and like just do like the automatic like double check to make sure I have like the rounds I think I have.
Yep, locked and loaded. So you guys head down this utility corridor, and it is like the rest of the place. It is burned and scorched, and eventually you do come to a staircase down that leads down to like the hard mechanicals, like the air scrubbers and the water facilities. So it's like one landing down is where all that stuff is, and it is dark and smells of burnt carbon, and not very pleasant.
This is also gross.
Well,
Did we follow them? Did we notice that they left? Or
Oh yeah, she keeps.
you probably
you
see
will-
us. I mean, we're all
You will
together.
Alright,
know
yeah.
that Valens does not usually let Hannah out of her sight.
just confirming.
My brave protector.
Mm-hmm. So y'all heading down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. So when you
I'm
get
just
down
gonna
the
complain about it
stairs,
the whole time.
you get to it's a.
You can tell Hannah does not want to, but
It's probably about the size of. What's a good reference to that? It's about the size of a large classroom, and it just has these like machineries. It looks less burned down here. It looks like whatever scouring was done down here was done in a more like focused way, probably because they didn't want to fuck with the air.
makes sense.
Smart.
So yeah, there are like water tubes
Okay.
and a fairly large air scrubber facility that has actually a little bit of green in it. It is it's a mechanical function, but it also has what's probably a biotech supported plant-based scrubber that is still operating. So that in particular has not been burned or scoured.
Well, looks like it's working. That's a relief. Don't have one less thing to worry about. So I'm kind of just still trying to listen to the knot sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Find a-
We
find a
have
source.
air. That's good. We at least have air.
See? There you go. Bright side.
So Hannah and anyone who has danger sense, please make that roll. I believe it is a...
Ow. My skin is not for your claws. Ow. Fine, then go away.
Would my the alertness roll I did be the one for?
That'll
Okay, I got
double.
2 on that one. Yeah.
Would keen sense of sight help at all?
Not with this one.
I do also have keen sense of sound.
The sound will probably, the sound will apply.
Okay.
Stop it. Stop.
I should have written down what they did instead of just their names.
Yeah, it's a survival plus cunning roll for the danger sensibility, for those who have it.
Mice remains gleefully oblivious.
Fantastic. Anyone have that? Anyone make that roll?
I don't have either of those things.
All right then. So, Hannah, you're like focusing on that sound, and then like you begin to hear, within the scrubber, you hear something shift and start to move, and like you see like a kind of a ripple along the green edge. It's like a green panel that has like little like uniform sprouts. And so, you are aware of something going on inside that scrubber before something happens. So you have a moment to react to it.
You all see me suddenly stop and look at this particular piece of machinery. And I've kind of put it's not hot to touch, I guess.
No,
I put my hand.
actually...
I'm. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, if it's not hot, or if I could, if I don't feel heat coming off of it or anything, I put my hand up against it, and you just see me listening really, really closely to it for a moment. I'm trying to understand what I'm hearing.
Hannah?
Balance gets right next to you and kind of squints at it, like, yeah, I'm supposed to see something. What am I looking at?
Do they listen to machines all the time?
Sounds like something's wrong with it.
Sounds like something's wrong with it? Like what?
When you ask what, a deformed appendage erupts out of like the green in the soil and starts to pull itself out. I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
What is that?
Initiative is the lower of your Dex plus Empathy, or your your Cunning plus Athletics.
That is exactly the same for me.
Oh.
Oh no.
I do have
Uh-oh.
one.
Nope.
All right, let me roll.
Do 10s explode on initiative?
They do explode, yes.
All right. Okay. So
This guy.
Can you botch on initiatives?
No, it just means you get 0.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I definitely got 2 1s.
Ruh-roh. Okay. We roll
I was
for
like,
this fellow.
Doing great.
Fellow seems like a strong term for whatever is
you know,
currently pulling itself out
Fine
of the...
gentleman.
Mhm.
New friend.
Do we
Okay.
earn momentum off initiative rolls? if we
Not off
fail?
initiative rolls, no, because
Okay.
there's no it is just a it's a creation of a slot. Nothing
Yeah.
particularly bad happens when you botch or fail. It's just
That's
it's at the
fine.
slot. So, Hannah, how many successes did you get?
0.
0. Mycelian. 0, 0, 0, and 2. Okay.
3.
3. Okay,
3.
fantastic.
Count the thumb.
Yeah.
We're
so,
doing great.
Didn't catch in the overlay. So, because you kind of like pointed things out, we're not in a surprise round here. We have the PCs are going to have the opportunity to go on 3 and 3 times at 0. The bad guy has 1 success. So you have 1 PC action before the bad thing goes. Who wants to take it?
I'm just going to empty my clip into the
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't
Welcome to
normally
Julia.
advocate violence, but this seems like the occasion to maybe use it, so...
Yep.
Cool.
I'll say that the pistol has variable rounds, but I'll say that just my standard loadout is just slugs,
Okay.
which gives it the quality 2 tag.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I take aim and let off as many bullets as I possibly can in the space allotted to me chronologically.
Good times. Yeah, go ahead and make an aim roll.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I do have aiming on my character sheet. Do I have a little gun?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah, a gun would be appropriate.
Yeah.
You have a
probably,
pistol.
Yeah, probably just a pistol.
Yeah, that's fine.
A pistol.
A pistol, yeah.
Pistol.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
something Daddy's like, don't go without being armed, honey. Take the gun.
Rhinestones along the.
Nah, it's not that garish.
8 successes.
Fantastic.
I rolled
Okay.
2 10s.
Apparently someone does combat. That's good. I don't think any of us do.
Nice. So it
Yeah, a
has
little bit.
it has a defense of 3. So that means you have 5 successes left over. Meaning you can hit it. You can hit it for 1, and then you also have enough successes to crit it, unless you'd like to
That's
do
what
any
I
other sense. So yeah, you just unload on this thing, and it like instead of like recoiling, it like uses its that pain to further dig itself out. And then it is going to come at you. When it comes out, this thing is only barely recognizable as human. It has the right number of limbs, but its skin is like that of a grub. It's just wrinkly and moist and tough. And its head is just like a circular lamprey thing. No eyes, just a circle of teeth. And like its hands are horribly deformed into like pincer claws. And it is going to jump at you, Bram. And it is going to take a swipe at you.
Okay.
I need to roll your defense, please.
What is that?
That is going to be one of your resilience attributes.
Okay. Dexterity. I'm going to try and...
That is a finesse attribute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Resilience. Yeah, my bad. Stamina.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking take it. No successes, but not a botch.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you have any armor on you? Soft armor?
I do. I have Tough Cookie, and I've got my shipping armor, and Tough Cookie explicitly says you can add it to the armor you're wearing. So I have a total of 3 soft armor.
3 soft armor. Okay. So it jumps at you. It like digs a claw in. Your armor takes the majority of it, but you are going to take 1 point of damage. It's going to be a bruised level of damage to your chest. That it kind of wins you a little bit. So you'll have a +1 difficulty on athletics type rolls. But yeah, so it just jumps out, and when it does, when it makes contact with you, you get that sort of physical sensation, but then it's like it hits you in a deeper way, and something in you reacts to this corruption, this terribleness, and you begin to feel everything physically around you. Your senses expand physically. You feel the walls, you feel it, you feel the atoms in the air moving around you. And you also hear the presence of minds. You hear these 3 basically familiar, like what you would imagine another person would think like, just the barest whispers of their surface level thoughts. And you hear the mind in front of you, which is just howling with confusion and pain and instinct. So those senses just sort of wake you up, and then you're like you pulled back into your body in this winded sensation, but those senses and those feelings just all wake up.
Bram shrieks, like there was kind of a hiss when he got hit, but then like a second later, there's just like this scream of utter bewilderment as he just like kind of like twitches and stumbles. Like it's like he got hit by something a lot harder than even the big thing that came at him.
Yeah, and Hannah, when this happens, you see this happen. You see this happen to him. He's right in front of you, and all of those senses that you have light up. It's like he's a light bulb that turns on, right in front of you.
No time for that now.
Yeah. So we have 3 PCs on 0. Who wants to take the first one?
May I?
Sure.
Go for it.
Yeah, since I'm right there beside you guys because I was touching the thing, I'm just gonna grab my revolver that I've kept concealed until now, and shove it against the thing's side / carapace and unload a round into it.
Okay. Go ahead.
So is firing always dexterity?
No, it's not always dexterity. It is whatever attribute you want to sell it as.
Well, I was hoping to go for cunning.
Cunning can work. Yeah, cunning's a good substitute.
Okay, cool. Pretty much they're almost the same. All right. Let's roll 2 10s. I got 5 successes.
Okay. So.
Oh, and 1 enhancement from the pistol.
1 enhancement from the pistol, so you got a total of 6 successes.
Yep.
All right, so that is, like I said, it has a defense of 3, so you have 3 successes. You can do a damage to it, and then you have 2 successes, so you can. The 3 main options of what you can do with that is you can either like roll them into your personal defense for the next go around. You can throw them up as a general enhancement pool for someone else to use, although they'd have to use a different skill than you did to take advantage of that. Or you can try and do like a maneuver, an aim maneuver called pin down, which puts a complication on the bad guy. Such that the next time it wants to attack, it either has to buy off that complication or take an additional damage from you, basically.
I will do that one.
Okay, all right. So you put a low.
So damage it and put pin down on it.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So Frankie and Mycelian, what are you two doing? Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna let Frankie. If Frankie has a gun drawn, then
Do you
gonna
gonna
let
let me
the gun
throw me out
focus.
there? All right, I feel you. I see you.
I have an idea, but I think guns are probably more efficient. So
Frankie, actually, Hannah's probably seen her go into this mode before, where the kind of ditzy princess kind of demeanor drops for a moment as shit gets serious, and you actually see her take more of a defensive position in front of Hannah and kind of bumps Hannah back with her butt, like back up.
Okay.
And she actually draws down her own pistol on this creature and actually draws it out of concealment, much like she knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to fire on this.
Okay, so that'll
whatever
be an aim
this
roll.
is. I am going to use my dexterity and roll. All right, I have 3 successes, exploding a 10. 4 successes. So I
Okay,
have 4.
4 total.
With 1 enhancement.
With
So
1
5.
enhancement, so you got 5. So yeah, you put a round right in its lamprey face, and it's what stands for a head explodes, and it thumps to the ground in a like terrible pile of deformed flesh.
If it's down, right?
It does not appear to be moving.
Cool. Double
Sound
tap.
still present?
Yeah, you got So yeah, basically you and Hannah both double tap it
Double tap
together
that bitch.
to put it down. Yeah.
Do we still hear or do I still hear the danger sense sound, the not sound?
The not sound is still there. The volume gets turned down a little bit, but it's still present.
I think there's more. Is everybody all right?
Not fucking bugs, huh? It's fucking cleared out, huh?
Bram's got some. How you doing, Bram?
You okay over there?
I've got like the stank leg going on, and just like the hand that has the gun is just hanging just from the shoulder, and the other he's wearing gloves. He has like really nice dark leather gloves, and the other is just like clutching his head, and you see that like there's blood just pouring out of his nose as he's just like,
oh, that's not great.
I think Frankie, I think he's another one.
Another one?
oh.
You heard of that too, right?
Hang on.
To Bram. You heard that, didn't you?
What?
Wait, is he also... Are you sensitive? What the shit? Is it in the water?
Well, the air in this case, but
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna like tear a piece of my. I'm gonna tear off a piece of my tunic thing and like give it to him, like for the blood pouring out of his nose.
Here, yeah, let me.
And like just like awkwardly, kind of like a tall, lanky teenager. He's just like,
Here, tip it back.
That doesn't actually help. That's actually worse.
What?
That's actually worse.
Tip forward.
Shut up! Oh God!
It doesn't actually help.
It's a nosebleed. That.
Bram, I like you to roll me an attunement roll, which that is going to be your psi plus your highest mode.
Okay. I think that's still 2, so 4 dice total.
Yeah, I believe you said you had spent another dot on a mode, but I don't see that third dot on your character sheet.
I sulk.
No, I gave you a phantom dot for.
Okay, well you have a total of 4 dots.
Yes.
So just to let you know.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put the third one into telekinesis then.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured you'd do.
So that's 1, 2, 3, and 2. For a total of 5 guys. Attunement. That is 2 successes. 1 is a 10. 3 successes.
So yeah, those sensations still start flowing through you, and like it's kind of like a pulse of physical radar that just sort of pulses out from you, and you feel like an echolocation coming back, like you feel, you see and feel Frankie, you see and feel Mycelian, but when the echo pulse comes back from Hannah, it is like a reverberation. Like you feel something emanating off of you, and you feel like whatever's turned on in you is resonating and oscillating between you and Hannah.
Is it
Just like pulling out part of her med kit and looking very concerned at you.
It is not uncomfortable. It feels more right than anything.
Okay.
But you also, like, underneath all of that around, and especially like coming from that scrubber, you feel like a out of sync oscillation. Something not in the right pattern is vibrating in there.
Like for this brief moment, the closest, the look that comes over Bram's face is like getting his tooth drilled without Novocaine. It's like just this like nails on a chalkboard. But then he looks over to Hannah and like relaxes, and then like lifts his gun like past you, Hannah, and pointing at the scrubber.
Yeah, there's more in there.
you go to lift your gun anywhere towards Hannah, Valen's gun is up, aimed at you.
No, Frankie, it's fine. It's there's more in there. It says I'm also pointing mine at the scrubber as well.
All right. And in this tense moment, we are going to take a short break.
Cool.
Hello, welcome back to Simulacra Studios presents Luna Rocks Trinity Continuum Aeon. When last we left, our gangers and bangers had just had a run-in with a sub-aberrant mutant in the depths of the underside on Luna. They put a couple rounds into its corpse, and our associate from the Vikings gang has just had a psychic awakening. And they are pointing their guns at a air scrubber. What are you guys doing?
I have a question.
We can't shoot the air scrubber, right?
Is it possible to, like, is there a control panel for the air scrubber? Because I'm wondering if mice can figure out a way to sort of pulverize them from the inside or something. Like, turn it up to...
Like a self-cleaner? Like a self-cleaner
yeah,
for the air scrubber?
While they're saying that, I just poke the soil that the thing came out of.
Give me a technology roll.
Mm-hmm. Seems like the kind of thing that would use intellect.
Probably, yeah.
That is a much better roll. Okay. 3 successes.
Okay, so you examine this air scrubber and you kind of like figure some things out. You know, like the majority of the mass of this thing is like processed like soil and like root systems, both like natural and biotech. So there's not like a lot of moving parts inside this thing. It uses a lot of like biotech enhanced natural processes for scrubbing the air. So like this thing literally dug itself out of like a patch of soil that was inside this thing. So you don't think there could be any like moving parts to pulp this thing. But you're looking at it and you don't think there's room for more than one of those things in there.
I will relay this to the group.
Actually, yeah, while you're doing that, after I poked at the soil, I'm going to turn to Bram and ask, here, you want me to take a look at that mark on you? And maybe we should check the other scrubbers or something? There's still something. I can still hear something here.
You're muted.
Oh, am I?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Like not wavering at all. I'm like, I thought I felt something from in there, but
no, you did.
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if I use another momentum? I want to activate the walking wounded so I can patch him up so he doesn't have the penalty.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not actually using Psi for this. I'm just using my my small first aid kit I keep in my purse.
Okay. Oh, so you're
in my
using
bag.
skill trick?
Yes, yeah, the skill trick, walking wounded.
Cool.
Spend a momentum to let somebody ignore a penalty from bruised.
That is totally doable. Yeah, she patches you up a little bit, and it feels a little better. But yeah, you
Oh,
are both.
We'll fix you up better later, but
Yeah, both of you are definitely feeling that wrong sense very close by. Bram, I will say that the total number of minds that you sense has gone down, and like you don't think that there's any other mind in your immediate vicinity. Like you just hear like the sort of the normal human sounding thoughts of the people around you.
Valen sees you basically heal him and looks at you and like cocks her head to the side and lifts a brow like.
Well, she's just doing it
Wait.
mundanely. Like she's not.
Oh.
this time it was Monday.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
I gave him some painkiller and a Band-Aid.
Okay, good. Balance was about to be like, what the fuck?
It's probably like cotton that I just shoved up my nose. So I've got two like they're probably like earplugs or something, but they're like stopped up in my nose.
Doesn't. Never mind.
I don't feel anything else. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm real. I feel like I'm gonna throw up and sing at the same time.
You do you.
Recently,
The fuck that thing do to me?
I don't know if that did that to you. I think maybe coming in contact with it did. Not sure
Do
how
what?
it all works. Do I have time to try to do the Deckier thing?
That
to
would
get a
take
clue,
some
like,
time. Like you would
that
need
would
to
take
like
a while,
spend some
yeah.
time centering
Like
yourself
actually sit
to do it,
down and yeah. Okay.
That would be a thing to do. Like you can prep it ahead of time.
I see.
With the first roll, and then
Gotcha.
you activate it with the second for that
Gotcha,
thing. So
gotcha. Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm just gonna try to focus in more on the on that sound that's still happening or whatever's still happening, and keep kind of wander around the room a little bit and see if I can sense that sense of dread more anywhere else.
Yeah,
Or any
you go
direction.
around looking, and like you keep coming back to that machine that it came out of. Like you're not certain if there's another one of them inside, but you think that there is something else inside there.
All right, guys, time to get our hands dirty.
Is
With
there
what?
like is there any sort of diagnostic like function on the scrubber itself that I could use to get information about what's inside of it?
Yeah, there's a panel. Like Mycelium has been like tinkering with the panel. I'll say that like with the successes that you made earlier, you can absolutely roll that into diagnostic check.
Oh, and I also take a quick picture of the thing that we killed.
Yeah. Yeah, you take a look at it. It says it's functioning normally, but clearly, like you think that maybe this thing has been tampered with, because clearly that was not normal. Like,
Man,
I'm kind of scraping
are
my
we
fingers
gonna have
in the
to find
soil
a
now.
new venue?
I hope not. You
Fuck,
put a lot of money
man.
into this one, but this is pretty weird. Should we tell someone about this? As I'm digging through the dirt.
If we
Okay, so
tell
you-
them about Lamprey Head, then we're gonna have to move the venue because they're gonna come over and torch the place again. There won't be any venue to have.
There's other venues.
Well, so
What if-
we should do the torching then, right? We'll
Fine.
just
so Hannah, you're digging in through it, and like going through the soil and like digging through the roots. It's pretty densely packed, but that thing tearing itself out of it did loosen up a great deal. And eventually, your hands come like your hands touch something that it both feels physically gross, and like when your hands come in contact, you get like a retching sensation from inside of you. Like the reaction from it is terrible.
Yeah. Well, I think I found something.
Uh,
Whatever it
like,
is, I'll
Yeah.
try to see if I can get a handhold.
Doing that with your bare hands?
It's very irregular, and like when you try and
Wearing
tug
gloves.
it is lodged inside, like deep.
Whatever it is, it seems stuck pretty good.
I'll come over like next to you and I'll sort of like just holster the gun and then like put my hands in too to see if I can try to like feel around for it.
Yeah, you go to where they were, and like yeah, you feel in, and your hands touch that same thing. It's just very gross, very irregular. And I would like you to give me a psi plus telekinesis roll.
Okay.
Sweet.
That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy crap.
Mhm.
5 successes.
Okay, so on instinct, that feeling inside of you, that vibration and that connection to objects and movement reacts when you touch this thing, and you feel it's not strength, but it is force flow through you, surround your, and like imbue itself into your hands, and you immediately like wrench and throw this thing as far away as possible. So it goes and like smacks the other side of the wall with like incredible force and speed. And it is this like kind of large, like soccer ball sized, gross, irregular nut shaped thing, and it makes a loud like crack sound when it hits the other side of the wall.
Don't tell
Great.
anyone about this. I
Fucking
take another picture of it.
But
Tell my
it
agent, don't tell anyone
like,
about this baby.
it moved faster than like it moved with a quickness that like that's not a person throwing something quick.
Gotcha. Like, Balance arcs an eyebrow and watches Bram for a moment, and she looks back at Hannah. What?
As I'm trying to look at the thing.
Yeah, now that it's out, both of you sense like it's out in the open now. That is what is wrong.
Shoot it? Do we shoot it? What is this?
Actually, I'm gonna take. If you said it cracked some, I'm gonna take
Uh,
my knife and try to pry it.
It made a crack sound when you're looking at it.
Oh.
It is not cracked.
I see. Okay. I think we might be right about what you just said. I'm kind of poking it with the knife now.
What is it though? Like, it's one of those egg things. Not healthy.
I will sort of reach out, fumbling with the same thing that I just did,
Mm-hmm.
and try to like see if I can lift it and crush it.
Okay.
Just like directing all that force inward into itself.
Okay. Let me just double check the rules here. Since you have telekinesis 3, I think that's definitely within your capacity.
I'm definitely recording whatever we're doing. Do it.
Okay, so that is going to be a. It's definitely going to be an athletics roll, and you can use your psi as your might rating to do so.
Okay. That should be, I think, 6 dice. No, 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have the favored mode or favored
Aptitude.
Yeah,
So-
favored aptitude for psychokinesis.
Okay, so that will add an
me,
additional enhancement to this roll.
I think it's 2 enhancement,
Yeah.
according to them. Okay, so rolling 5 dice. That's 2 successes, so for a total of 4.
Yeah, you focus in on with this new sense of yours. You reach out to it, and you guys see this thing lift and like buckle from unseen force, and then it doesn't like crush, but like You think like whatever started with it hitting the wall, like a crack starts to form along its edge.
Now
And when it
that's
does,
unusual.
yeah, when it does, it starts to smell very bad. Like something smell and liquid starts to leak out of it.
Oh.
Now I back away.
Omelets for dinner.
No. What the
No,
shit?
no.
What the fucking shit?
This is pretty gross.
As does the sense of there's something wrong here go away now, or lessen more as he does that?
No, it does not. It's still very much present, but yeah, it is compounded by the like physical bad
Yeah.
sensations that you're getting.
Don't know if that's all of them.
Is it squished? Is it squishing? Did we just pop a zit? I think we just popped
Oh.
like a bug zit.
Well, back to the scrubber.
Is it still in the scrubber? Is there more?
I need everyone to make an integrity roll.
Oh, integrity. Just straight integrity?
Integrity plus probably one of your resilience attributes, probably resolve or composure would be the most appropriate.
I'll
Awesome.
do composure.
Sure.
Also use composure.
Save my bacon. Come on, dice. Yep. Okay. All right, cool.
What? Rolled a shit ton of 7s, but no successes.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, integrity composure's where I'm a Viking.
So how many successes did everyone get?
1.
And the rest of us failed.
Okay.
We get 3 momentum?
You do get 3 momentum.
Yay!
We'll use it.
Those of you who failed, you feel a nigh unstoppable urge to go up to that thing and start eating that liquid.
Omelets.
Bram,
Mm.
you feel like a spike coming into your mind. But then something rises up inside of you and just utterly blocks it. Your phantom dot is one in psych bending in the telepathy. So your mind shield goes up, and you see these 3 start to like kind of like trance-like step forward towards the thing.
Hey. No. We do not go near the weird egg thing.
But I like weird egg things.
Oh, gross.
Are we still in a trance though, right?
His entreaty shocks you out of it, but you still like have a curiosity about what does that taste like.
Oh my god.
So this is what
I
they meant when
mean-
they said aberrants attack your mind.
How bad could it be, really? You know?
We have to find a new venue spot. We can't do this here. Like Frankie like legit like walks to the other side of the room and just puts her head in her hand. We're just gonna have to eat this one. We're just gonna have to literally just eat the cost for this. We can't bring people. We can't expose them to this.
Can you stop using the verb eat?
Oh, fucking shit.
Yeah. I don't disagree, but I still think we should finish looking and making sure there isn't more of that.
Frankie legitimately kicks the wall in frustration.
Can we get rid of that? Because I don't like how much I want to check it out.
I'll try giving it like another crush one more time just
All
to
right,
see if I can.
yeah, make the roll again. I don't believe that power has a side cost because you're using the remote hands with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no cost to that power, so.
Sweet.
That is 1 success.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 success, 2 enhancements, so a total of 3.
Yeah. So yeah, you impact that thing further. It cracks even more open, and you like crush something. Like, you like your sense of like the physicality of it. Like you get your telekinetic hands into like inside of it, and you find like something that feels more like structured, And so you force your way like past the outer shell and into it, and like you wrap your fingers around it and crush whatever this internal structure is. And that sensation, that wrongness sensation, starts to steadily bleed down once this thing is crushed. And the compulsion in the three of you like fades after a moment. And Hannah, you also feel the ebb. It's like pulling out a big mass of leaves from a stream that's clogged. Like once that's been pulled, the water starts to flow clear, and that infrasound system just starts to fade down.
Yeah, you see him like, oh, I think that got it.
Got it. Just fucking got it. Like
Yeah.
it's done. Have you seen this place? We don't have a fucking venue. We don't fucking have power. We don't fucking have facilities. We got fucking demon eggs.
Well, what I'm saying is it's gone now. Like like I said, I don't think there's any more here.
Yeah, you guys can
Are you
spend
sure?
you can spend a little bit of time like going through stuff, and you do not find any other monsters, you don't find any other eggs. You think it was just this one monster and one nut here, but you cannot find anything else. And it just moment by moment it starts to feel better and better.
No, I'm not sure. I'm really new at this, but that sound that was making's gone. That thing that I could tell even back from the apartment. While I'm saying this, I am kind of watching Bram to see how much he's paying attention and what he's thinking about all this.
I'm I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What was an interesting trick you did with that egg?
You're telling me, like, what the shit is this? Something y'all are doing? Is this a bit?
No, that was you, I think. You ever been tested?
There's two. There's fucking two. What the shit is going on?
Tested?
Yeah, like for psionic abilities or what have you.
Yeah,
apparently,
newsflash, there's fucking people who are natural. No one fucking wants to believe it, but here, fucking walking proof. We got fucking two. This is fucking bananas. And you see her
maybe it's catching.
Kick the wall several more times before storming back up towards the surface.
No, I never was. Long story short, I didn't exactly have a standard childhood, so no, I never got tested that I can remember.
Well,
yeah.
Congratulations, I guess.
But didn't they need some sort of gizmo? Put me in a tank or some shit?
That's why Frankie's real upset. Yeah, usually. Apparently we're something else. I'm gonna go see how she's doing. Talk. Come on. Try to lead you off after her.
Yeah.
Right, sort of like my suit. It can literally change color and shape, so I'm figuring it's probably got some sort of protocol to get blood off of it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, fuck me, and it just like kind of like start like making it cycle through that.
Yeah, it kind of like
try the lemon juice function.
It kind of like licks away and like pulls the blood down and like then like spill like you shake your leg and it puddles out.
All right, there we go. I'm fucking presentable now.
That is an excellent suit. Frankie, you all right?
Am I okay? Am I fucking okay? Do you see this place?
I see this place, and I know you're disappointed in its general state, but we can take it up with all. We can all discuss it if you really don't think this is going to be suitable. I think this might make it more suitable.
How?
Because we just took it over, and now we can colonize it as our own.
Ooh, good thinking. Thinking like a bug. I like that.
Oh, come on, man.
No, but like a good bug. Like a bug of good vibes, like
All
a
right.
ladybug,
Yeah.
or
I was
Yeah.
just
Chill
gonna
bug.
say that.
I'll roll
I
up
was
in a
gonna
little
say
circle.
ladybug.
Nobody hears bugs. But
Look, if you want another venue, I can call somebody, see what we can rustle up. But
you
I
go.
will say, this place, as far as I know, is kind of good for what you need. You know, it's what do you call it? It's a blank canvas. Yeah, you know,
You mean a burnt canvas?
burnt blank. What's the difference? If it's all
Blank.
white or all black, what does it matter?
No, burnt means it's fucking wrecked.
I thought that was your thing.
I'm digging the burned out aesthetic, honestly, now that the noise is gone. Hey, Ram, you gonna tell your other folks about this? And I point back down the hallway.
I really should. It's just I don't know if they're gonna need me to like get you guys out of here. You know, they're gonna call the Legion again. I don't know. What
Can't
would
imagine I
I
want them
think?
sniffing around.
What would I think the protocol would be in this situation?
Give me a culture roll.
None of
I
us
will do another cunning culture. Jeez, I'm rolling really well tonight. That's 4 successes.
So, if this thing is what you think it is, like, you know, it's reasonable to think that this is like some leftover from aberrant business. You think your bosses will probably like get their hands on it and like try and leverage it for try and sell it, trying to get something out of it. They definitely won't go to the authorities. That's definitely not. It's like Protocol 999 is to go to the cops. And the Legions are still the cops in some ways. But yeah, they'll probably clean this place, like at least of the goo and like the corpse, and you know, squirrel it away and try and get some advantage out of it.
I'll turn to them. It's like,
And
I think it'll be a.
I'll also say that like it's highly unlikely at this point that they will let these kids out of whatever deal they've made. Like it's this place or you know, unpleasantness.
Right. I think it'll be okay. I do got to call it in, so just hang tight. And I kind of like just stare off into the middle distance and like, you know, turn on my internal radio. And I'll send out to Mal. Hey, boss man, you around?
Yeah, I'm around. How's it going?
Not too bad. Found some aberrant bullshit. And you all can hear my side of this conversation. Ran into some aberrant bullshit, nothing I couldn't handle, but I am gonna need a bit of a cleanup crew.
we couldn't handle. We shot it too.
Shh.
He says, yeah. Oh, there was some shit the Legions didn't clear up, huh?
Yeah, down in one of the scrubbers. Ugly son of a bitch and his egg.
Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna send some folks down there to clean that up and get that under wraps. Good job. How's your babysitting gig?
Oh, they're fine. They love the place.
Good to hear. Would hate for them to try and pull out of things. Wouldn't go well for them. So yeah. Why don't you stick with them and just keep an eye on them. Make sure they understand that, you know, a deal's a deal.
Sure. I ain't got nothing else planned or nothing. Yeah. Do you want me to swing back after I'm done here, or do you mean like stay with them? Stay with them
to the show. You know, get to know them. Keep your eyes on them. Make sure that they're not going to be a liability.
I can do that. No problem. Thanks. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna send some folks down there to clean up your mess.
Bring a mop. I'm not
Bring
joking.
2 mops.
All right. We'll bring the hazmat gear.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Nobody dumb.
You hear him like click off and like all right, we kept I was gonna send Julio, but
No.
no, we're gonna keep him sweeping up the bullet casings.
Thank you. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Bye.
And he clicks off.
Yeah, clearly we love the place. It's fucking great.
It will be
Most of
great.
us like it.
Listen, Your Highness.
That's not
gotta
my
do
name.
ya-
My name is Frankie.
Frankie. I'm doing you a solid here. You all try to pull out of this, it's not going to go well for you. It makes no difference to me. I get paid, but I appreciate the fact that you assisted me in killing the horrifying bug thing, and so consider this reasonable compensation for services rendered.
Hey, Frankie, you said it was my turn to pick one for you? I choose him.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? I hope you're fucking joking me right now. And she just kind of like side eyes Hannah for a second and then looks over at Bram and she goes, "Look, it's not my first rodeo dealing with fucking gang shit. I know pulling out's a bad fucking idea, so it's not like we fucking can. And
Good.
also, part 2 of that, I don't like your implication that services rendered.
You helped me kill a thing.
Yeah, no, I get that. But make no doubt about that. That was to protect them. I don't know you.
I think we can all agree we're glad that thing's dead, though.
Yay.
No worries. No worries. Yeah.
Now, if you
I understand.
look, I just want that to be clear, especially since from your side of the conversation, you're going to be watching us for a little bit longer. Like, you want to get to know us is one thing, but don't go assuming shit about us.
No. I am not the assuming kind of guy. So, sorry. I seem to have struck a nerve. I apologize.
It's always the same. It's always the same. This is why I don't stay with my fucking dad. This shit right here. Frankie, where's your bodyguard? Frankie, go get there. Where's fucking Tony? This is exactly why. I don't want a fucking babysitter. I don't need a fucking babysitter.
I mean, this time they might just be protecting their investments.
Oh, I'm an investment now. Oh, that's a great way to think about it. She just
I mean, that is the case.
I mean, that we're literally performers in their venue.
While all of this is happening, my Celion is trying to restore the power to its full capacity.
Yeah, go ahead and make a tech roll for me.
All right. Will the jury rigging specialty apply here?
absolutely
Because
it
this
will.
is some crap tech. Ooh, all right.
Please, it's maybe 2 decades old.
So 5 successes plus the specialty.
Yeah, so while they're having this little back and forth, you are get into the mechanical guts of the power conduit, start making reconnections, and yeah, you basically start doing some quick rewires and get the full power routed back into the system. So like the different junctions and plugs start coming back online. And so you're not going to have to do much work at all to get your stuff back in, your equipment plugged in here.
Let there be light.
Yeah, the lights start coming on in various places. You guys get a kind of a better view of things. It's not when you start seeing it in the lights, it's not as bad as it looked when it was dark. Like Yeah, it's burnt. Yeah, there's ash everywhere, but like the structure's still good. There doesn't appear to be like missing chunks of the wall. It's just like dirty.
Mice calls out, "You see, Frankie, now all we need are some toilet seats."
Are you sure this one's okay, Hannah? Are you
I think it
vouching for
is.
him?
Oh, the guy?
Yeah.
You see, just like I've kind of wandered off a couple of steps, and I'm just kind of looking around, like
He seems easy enough to trick.
pick the wall.
Look,
Yeah, it's got
he-
good bones.
and I'll use text to continue the conversation with Frankie. Like, if he's watching us, we can also watch him. And don't you kind of want to see what's going on with him?
Are you sure he's like you?
Yeah, I saw it. Pretty sure. I don't know what I would roll to take a guess at that, but yeah.
I mean,
Fine.
you feel it on a very instinctual level.
Okay.
You feel
Gotcha.
the psi energy,
Yep.
it is as clear as day.
Gotcha. Okay. Now he's definitely another one. I don't know what's causing it to happen, but I mean, it happened to me when we first met
Fine.
those guys.
Fine. Okay, fine. Frankie like walks back over, like she seems exasperated by the whole situation. She's like, "Fine, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bite your damn head off. I'm just very frustrated right now, and I don't know you, and I get very upset when people try to assign people to me. My dad does it all the time, and it makes me angry."
Who's your dad?
They didn't tell you? I'm freaking Valens.
That name you do automatically recognize. That is basically a head of one of a Sud-American gang in one of their districts. So yeah, and pretty high up there in terms of like the overall lunar crime organization.
Bram seems to shrink about a foot, like just as like realization dawns on him. Oh, I see. I'm very sorry, Miss Valentine.
Oh my god. Don't start with that.
As soon as you start saying I'm sorry,
Don't
Hannah's
call
like,
her that. Don't call her that.
It's Frankie, for one.
Frankie.
That wasn't me going, "Here is my name, treat me differently." That is me explaining why I'm so pissed that your gang is making the assumption that I need protection. When I obviously know this is they want to try to get more information on my family, which, newsflash, currently, while yes, I am connected to my family, I don't actually know anything that's going on. So you can just kind of like chew on that for a while.
Look, if we're being brutally honest with each other, which
Please. I'm
all
tired
right.
of the bullshit and like whatever pompous circumstance something, whatever them fancy people say.
I am not that high up in my organization, so I'm really just here to listen and to make sure that all of you make it through the event safe and sound. So yeah, I ain't really one for the what should we call it? Skull and daggers, skullduggery. Yeah. That really ain't me. So I'll stay out of your hair. No worries. Yeah, I don't want to cause you no trouble.
She looks over at Hannah and she goes, "No, he's not the kind that's going to have enough chutzpah to be anything that I'm going to be interested in. Try again."
said I got to pick.
Yeah, but I don't want to chase someone who's not going to be fun to chase.
Just
Are you saying this
okay.
out loud or texting?
No,
yeah.
over
No,
I'm
I'm
doing
saying it out loud.
Right. So,
Yeah, I
we've
guess.
got power back. You want to go back upstairs and maybe see the rest of the stage?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That was upsetting. I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate that we just killed a terrifying bug monster.
Yeah, we did do that.
That was
Yeah,
some
you
good
killed it,
shooting.
but yeah.
Um, what do y'all want to? I mean, I know you said the whole thing, but the fuck just happened to me? Like I'm
Okay.
a fucking scion now.
So yeah, so people don't like to think that they're real, but most people are like, no, you can't be a scion unless you go through the stupid tanks. But that's not the case. They have been covering this shit up that there are those who are naturally born this way.
Oh shit.
And you
I
are
thought she
one
was
of
crazy,
them.
but turns out it's a real thing.
Oh
Now,
shit.
Now, what I will tell you, if you let, like, the government know, they're going to want to hush you up and silence you and put you in some test tube somewhere and do experiments on you.
I'm not exactly inclined to talk to the cops on a good day, Princess.
I'd appreciate your discretion when it comes to me as well as you on this one.
Frankie.
Are you you are you? That's why you feel right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think it's different than yours. I can't like move stuff around or whatever. But,
No, but like you like me because I can feel that you like me somehow.
it's pretty.
Huh.
It's strange stuff. I think we can hide it if we want. At least
I highly suggest hiding it when you're around, like, sanctioned other ones that can sense you guys. Like, look,
I don't want to end up in a lab somewhere.
I have some people that I know I might be able to get some more information from. Now that there's two of you, I might reach out to them and see if I can't get some more information to help you guys. Just, I understand. Look, it's not the cops.
I know.
So, I can try to help you guys out. All right. I've been looking into this one. This has been one of the really interesting ones that I've been kind of like obsessed over, which is why we went and got tested. And no, I don't even have latency, which is total bullshit, by the way, universe. I'm talking to you. But I will say that, like, the whatever meditations thing over at Totally Not a Hippie Cult over there totally helped out, though.
Well, the
IRC.
talking to the people. Oh, Isra. Yeah. Really? That always kind of sounded like mumbo jumbo.
No, they actually do this really cool meditation class that, like, I didn't get anything out of, but she got some stuff out of. I just mostly was there as
That's
cover.
why I knew there was something weird here.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, ain't that dangerous? If you go there and they're gonna like know that you like them, but not.
No, I think there's a way. I think I could. No, I could hide it from them. I don't know if I don't know if that's the thing for everybody, but
Yeah, you can talk Bram through like what you do to like conceal yourself, and like when they do go through that with you, you feel like this place inside of you, like it's a very deep, like very core part that you are able to access. And as you are a Syad, you have the Quantikinesis basic abilities, including the Cycloak ability.
Oh, hell yes.
Which she
Yeah, I gotta talk you through it and then do it myself so you can see what
Yeah.
what it seems like.
Whoa. Okay, that's fucking trippy. Pardon my French. I'm so sorry. I
Better than
usually
your
don't
socks.
swear. It's been an emotional day. I apologize.
Why are you apologizing for swearing?
Look, when your whole world gets turned upside down, you want to cling to some kind of normalcy.
I cuss all
Yes.
the time. Does it offend you? Because I'm gonna keep cussing.
No. You swear all you want. It's a personal thing for me. It's long story. Just it's
I
okay.
mean, we got days.
Politeness
now.
isn't always necessary, but it's always nice.
Me saying I'm not polite. I can be
No,
very
I'm saying
polite.
it's nice that he's polite.
Do they
Oh.
do this all
It's
the
not
time?
necessary for you to be polite. Sorry, what was
Pretty
that?
much. What?
Upstairs.
Nice guys.
Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, you guys head up. Yeah, you're heading up.
Yeah.
See.
You're definitely gonna want to get your build crew in here ASAP. They make their work through Narwhal, but you guys know how to get in touch with them as well. You definitely want them in here to get things started. Get things built, get some cleanup done. But yeah, that is something that you're able to arrange getting started.
Cool. Frankie seems to have calmed down a bit now that she's kind of dealt with whatever the fuck that
Disappointment.
was. And her own disappointment, which was definitely a lot of lashing out of jealousy as well as anger. So she seems to be doing a bit better, and you can actually see that seriousness kind of drain out of her and that persona, that Teflon persona of hers, where she just presents this very collected, very playful nature comes back about her. And she's just looking around, and you see her probably on the phone taking pictures and for a few moments jabbering onto the bridge crew. And several times you hear, "Where the fuck is Narwhal? This is his job." And then she keeps keeps going, and then she'll turn back around and look at Hannah, and she's like, "Where the fuck is Narwhal? This is his job."
I'll talk to him. It's fine. It's fine.
Here, take it.
Yeah, I'll do the logistics on this one. All right, here's what we need.
Yeah, you get into it. While they're going back and forth and dealing with the bridge crew, the build crew, Mice, you get a pop-up message on your phone from the ghost girl. It appears that she's finally gotten back to you. And the response from her is, "Everything's great down here. The systems are running great. You did a great job. Thank you a whole heck of a lot." And she says, "I don't need you to come down, but if you'd like, to come and keep me company every now and then, that'd be fine."
I am into that. Smiley face. Although, gonna continue and say, like, I don't know how to get down there by myself, so is there like a map or something you can point me towards?
Takes a little bit to respond and says, like, "I'm pretty busy right now, but when things lighten up, I can get into the transit system and get you a pass to come down here."
Sounds good. Smiley face again.
Yeah.
Filing that away for future reference.
Yep. Some of the Vikings show up eventually. They are going to have pretty heavy cleanup gear. They've got like a big kind of like floating body bag contraption with them that they kind of fold out. And they like go down to the lower levels. They're down there for about 20 minutes. You hear some like chatter down there. There's like
I go down with them.
okay,
I make sure that the three of them kind of stay put, and I'll go down and like direct them.
Yeah,
She
they're basically like
sarcastically rolls her eyes and goes, "Yes, Mom, we'll stay by the large tree."
yeah, they come down, they scoop everything up, they clean everything up. Like they have these like big UV like disinfectant lights that they bring over everything, and that like kind of like low key burns away some stuff. And like they package up the body and the nut into like these like containment units. And like, all right, this is what we came for. You're talking to another basically lieutenant. Like, you good down here?
Yeah, I think so. When their tech guy person got this back up and running, I think it'll be fine. Look, don't nobody get near this shit stuff. Unless they know what they're doing. It's not cool. This thing took like 2 clips to go down.
Yeah, man, we don't fuck around with aberrant stuff. Like we might be able to get something out of this, but we're not gonna take any risks.
Good. All right.
No omelets.
You all need anything from me? I gotta stick around with them.
Yeah, no, just keep on keeping on. And like he kind of looks over to you and says, you know who the fashion model is, right?
Yeah.
All right, we don't want you involved in nothing like that. Don't overstep on those bounds. Just do what you're here to do.
Hey, it's me.
I'm just saying the gang doesn't want you involved in trying to do anything with that.
It's okay.
Cool. And they pack up and they head out. And shortly thereafter, your build crew starts to come with gear and clean up stuff.
I imagine when he comes back upstairs, when Bram comes back upstairs, I'm handing you a broom. All right, here's what we need.
Excuse me?
Well,
And-
you gotta stay,
All hands
keep
on
an
deck.
eye on us. You might as well make yourself useful.
Come on, princess. Never handled a broom before? As she's sweeping.
It'll be fun. Come on.
I'll start sweeping.
All right, and there's a montage.
There's a few
Cleaning
like
things up.
there's a few like moments where like Bram kind of looks around and like just uses telekinesis to sweep the broom a couple of times.
Yeah, you're starting to get the hang of it.
At some point during the montage, just, in the thick of it, Mice is going to come up to Frankie and just say, "Listen, I know this day has been kind of a rough one. I know that you're feeling disappointed, and I just want you to know that when we get through this party, or even before we get through this party, I'm going to give you the buffet of all psychotropics that you could ever want to help you through this time. From me to you."
I know what that means to you, so thank you.
Awesome. They go back to like rewiring something.
There's probably also a scene where like Hannah and Frankie are off having their conversation again, and Hannah's like, "That's my choice, deal with it." And Frankie's like,
I mean, if
But
he's
he-
into it.
"But he's not even like, he's not even playful. Like,
Yeah, in the
He's got a
middle
nice suit and he's good in a fight.
in that
No,
middle
that's
of that conversation, you get a text from Liberty Lad's Tony that just says drinks ?
look. Do you see that? Do you see that?"
Frankie, you're your own person. I'm not actually that invested in this, but
You're
gross.
supposed to be my bestie.
Yes, and I care about your well-being and don't think you should go for drinks with that fucking fascist.
She is kind of like,
But you're also
Sighs
grown up and can make
dramatically.
your own decisions.
yeah, but it's way more fun when I have input from others.
Well, I think my idea is hilarious.
And she just casually looks at her phone at drinks looks back over at Bram, looks at Hannah with the suspicious face, and then she goes, "Hey Bram, we're going for drinks later."
Yeah, where you going?
Don't know yet.
Oh, I know this great place on level 40. You'll love it.
And she kind of looks over at Hannah and she goes, "Shall the two meet?"
Whoa, wait, whoa.
What?
She wants you to be a chaperone on a date with her. I wouldn't do it.
I'll stop and like hand my broom awkwardly off to someone and kind of come up, like dusting myself off. I'll say I've reconfigured the shifting armor to be more like kind of like a jumpsuit, just to better suit like mobility. So I'm just kind of like dusting myself off. What?
All right, so we're kind of
I
in this
thought we would all go for drinks.
Yeah.
Let's all go for drinks. I don't really want to hang out with Mr. Liberty over there.
You don't want to take this chance to get some frickin' intel?
You make a disgusting point.
I know, I have them sometimes. That's why we make such good friends.
What? Who?
All right, so the other day there was kind of this battle of the bands kind of thing that they started. I think I was only there for the end of it, so I'm not really sure how it got going. But
It doesn't matter how it started. We crushed them.
We did.
All right.
it was quite the victory. And anyway, the front man from the other group was apparently hitting Frankie up to hang out, and kind of a group thing, I guess.
No, it's totally not supposed to be a group thing, but
Well,
no,
I know, but I'm
interested.
saying that's what you're turning it into, so you have a nice social buffer.
Yeah, sure, social buffer. I just
Okay.
want to see the chaos go down.
You know what? Yeah, all right. This might be funny. I don't know. What do you
Why
think?
not both?
You sweet on this guy?
I mean, he has a nice ass, but like it was kind of like in the heat of the moment, and now that I'm thinking about it, he's kind of like awful. But I don't know if he's like awful as a person or just doing it for money.
Some of us do come from an awful, culture and all, but I think, maybe we can sway him to our side.
You said level 40, right?
Well, hang on. Let me think about it. How do I say this? Do you want to like push the guy's buttons and see what he does? Because I know of some places where maybe the service isn't that good, and you know what they say: if you wait until somebody treats the wait staff, and then you kind of know what they're like.
Oh,
totally butchered that,
honey,
sorry.
honey. So like, he's part of what do you call them again?
Fascists.
Yeah,
FSA?
yeah, the FSA. That's what I was going with. Yeah, he's one
Oh.
of them guys. Yeah, so here's the thing. They decided to come up with their own brand of like music, their own brand of bang, and they're passing it off as like this like Liberty Lad, whoever the fuck that is, apparently some like dude that was from like Earth or something. I don't know. All I know is he's obnoxious. He's got like black hair, blue eyes, and he does this whole like fascist thing where they were like kicking the world and I don't understand what it was. But he has a really great ass, and I'm mostly curious to know, is he a shit person? Like he actually believes the shit he's singing about, or is this more of like a gig for him? Because honestly, their message is awful.
Does it matter? I mean, if it doesn't matter if he believes what he's singing about, because he's still thinking about it, you know?
Yes, but there's a difference between someone that's like in a contract because they need money and desperate, and then someone who actually believes in the rhetoric that they're spitting.
I suppose.
Because if he's
Personally, I'd argue that doing it insincerely is even worse, but that's just my own take. That said, it's hard to break out of it when you grew up that way, you know.
All right. Well, yeah. If you want the nice place, yeah, level 40.
Is that Jones's place?
No. You're thinking of This is the Star Bar.
Star Bar? Oh God. You do know he has this whole like stars and stripes thing, right?
It'll be perfect then.
Oh great. And she just kind of goes, she sends back, sure. Me and my crew are going to Star Bar at, she picks a time that they could reasonably go. Like 10.
Okay.
And she just kind of like shuts her, basically shuts her little screen and puts it back away. And she goes, you know, this looks like it's going to be super entertaining. I'm glad you're along. She kind of just points over at Bram and gives him a smile.
Do you want me to, what like, just be there? Am I supposed to like be a friend or do the whole bodyguard bit? What am I doing? What's my role?
You're hanging out with us.
Exactly. I mean, if you're going to hang with us, you're going to be friends with us. That's how this works.
It works better that way.
I mean, unless you want us to kind of like just keep your ass out in the cold all the time. I mean, we can do that if that's what you want, but that's not really how we operate.
I like drinking.
All right then.
All right, so yeah, you guys coordinate with the build crew. They're gonna be burning the midnight oil, getting this place ready.
We're gonna saddle Narwhal with like observing them.
Yeah. You're able to get him slotted into that position. But yeah, so yeah, you guys can go get ready. Are you gonna head back to your crash pad and get dressed up, or are you guys gonna show up in your work clothes?
I mean, I want to go get ready, so yeah, we're going to the crash pad.
Okay, so yeah, you guys take the transit back up to your guys' sort of communal crash pad. It's nice. It's a little bit higher up than Bram normally hangs out, but it's still in downside. So
I do
yeah,
make sure to exchange contact info with Bram while we're en route.
yeah, you're able
So we have to get
to
separated.
bump.
If you let me.
He gives you essentially the Eon equivalent of an IP address, and he points to his ear and says, "Yeah, just call me whenever you need."
Likewise.
Cool. Yeah, so everyone's gonna go back to the crash pad and get ready. What is everybody? What's everybody's fit like for going to the Star Bar?
What
Scrape
kind of
off some
place
of the
is it?
dessert and put my gun back in the drawer.
Yeah, Star Bar is like, it's not a super fancy place. It is like a quality place for like mostly for like social drinking and, like they probably have some like comedians and spoken word performers there more often than music. But it is a place designed for social drinking for like upper level downside.
Gotcha.
It's the fanciest place that Bram knows. So like, and understand he's literally been like below the slum levels for most of his life, so that kind of skews everything a certain way. To that end, he's going to like get even fancier. Like he's going to be doing like a double-breasted vest for the suit, like midnight black with actual like sparkle in it, kind of over the top, not quite to Liberace levels, but close. Because like to him, this is like fancy. Like this is getting dressed up to like go out to a nice restaurant.
So probably contrary to that, Valens looks like, how do I put this? Like, again, she just goes with more of the similar outfits that she usually wears. She still wears her jacket. She's still wearing fishnets. She's still wearing like mini skirts and platform boots. She is clearly not, if the memo is to dress ritzy, she is clearly not following that memo. She exchanges her day look of like red lipstick with like black eyeliner to black lipstick with black eyeliner. You know, she's definitely going more glam goth than she was. But with her splashes of color are usually pinks, very pastel pinks. So she has a lot of that going on right now.
Got it. Okay. What about Mycelian? How's he? They dealing with this?
Oh, well, body stocking, nice boots, body harness, shiny jacket. Lots of indigo and silver to make it look kind of nice.
Okay.
But,
Cool.
you know.
And what about Hannah?
Scrape some of the gunk off the face and leave my gun at home.
Okay. Great. Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys get ready. Hit up the public transit to head up to level 40 and downside, and head on to the Star Bar. It is a weekday, so it's not like heavy party crowd right now. It is, people coming home, getting off of work. A lot of people up in the more kind of blue collar area. Some white collar workers there too. There is just kind of like there's a girl with a guitar, just kind of like low key, like she's not hooked up to the mic or the amp, so the sound isn't drowning out conversation. It's just sort of there for some low key live music. And yeah, it's a pretty chill night up at the Star Bar. You're let in by the doorman, who gets you guys a table. And asks what everybody's drinks are. What's everybody's drinking tonight?
Hannah has a seltzer and a milkshake if they have something like that.
Yeah, they can pop
Virgin
that out.
mudslide.
Bourbon neat. Make it a double.
Oddly enough, Valen also goes for the whiskey. That's kind of her, like, so she's shooting whiskey right now, sipping whiskey.
Do you have any herbal tea with honey?
We can make that happen. So yeah, your first round of drinks gets brought to you, and before you guys are able to finish your first round, a trio of people who are familiar to three of you shows up at the bar. They are not in full costume, but they are kind of dressed very similarly. They do have like blue jeans, kind of a low key. They've got low key Americana on them in various ways, but it's not the full Liberty Lad costume. There is the bass player, who is she is short cropped black hair, looks some degree of Asian American or Asian Anglo descent. The drummer is a large African American guy who is just kind of like fills up a lot of the space. And then there is Tony, the lead singer, who looks like Liberty Lad. Either he's like just uncannily looks like the guy, or he's had some work to get him as close to looking like Liberty Lad as possible.
Oh God, Tony was Liberty Lad's name, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh my,
Yes, it was.
oh my God.
Out of character. That's pretty twisted, Scott.
There's a point at which an homage goes too far.
Yeah, well, this guy definitely does
We
that.
are well beyond that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they come in, and they talk to the bouncer, talk to the barman, and like scan the room, look over at you guys' table.
Just gives him a upwards nod, like, yo.
They come over and they kind of
Just-
march over, and he says, so it's Wonder Root. Oh, okay, all right. I guess we're doing a band on band thing. Cool. We can be chill. Y'all mind if we sit down here?
Have a sit.
Yeah, they all so like, all right, well, you know me, Tony. I'm the front man of the group here. I might not have known my fellows here. He kind of pats bass player on the shoulder. This is Tina. and this is Big T.
Lots of T names.
Yeah, well, you know,
That a
we gotta
theme?
keep it real. You know, gotta give homage to the big guy.
To the
What does
big
that
guy?
mean?
You guys were at our show.
Hey,
You know
lad.
what's up.
Oh, what is the T thing like a Liberty Lad thing?
Yeah, fucking. God, you guys are. Oh man, you guys don't know your history. Jeez, God, what is wrong with y'all?
We live in the now. That's our thing.
Oh yeah, now it's so great. But cool, yeah. All right, he like, kind of looks around, like they flag the wait staff over, and they all order scotch and soda.
Was that the Big T's favorite drink? Just curious. I don't know the history.
We literally
so
don't know.
That was
you
yeah.
seem to be all.
That's what he drank, and you know that's our favorite too. So
I see.
it's all
How
about.
serendipitous.
Indeed,
Wonderful.
absolutely.
So-
So
All right. So, all right. I'm just gonna come out and say it because this is real awkward. Like, I'm gonna cut the shit with you. Like, are you like hook, line, and sinker into this? Like, you can drop the act. We're not in front of your producers.
What act?
Tina says, like, look, I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a shtick to what we do, but we get paid well to be on brand.
Look, I understand that. I'm trying to get to know you, not your brand. Like, I want to know more about you as artists. Like, you can drop your act. It's okay. I'm not going to sit here and run off and take secret videos of you. I don't care that much. I want to know who you are, not who your band is.
Big T speaks up and says, like, yeah, because you guys got a really good one of you guys getting hauled out by the cops. That played real well.
Actually, I
Is this
care less about getting hauled off by the cops.
an okay time to use Cold Reader?
Sure,
I'm
yeah,
curious if I can get
absolutely.
like some hard data on these people.
Absolutely, you can. Let me look that up just to make sure I run it right. That's a gift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's
That's a
skill
check,
check.
isn't
Oh,
it?
it's a skill
Yeah,
check. Okay,
got that
cool.
one too.
Empathy. Yeah.
Cool.
Hannah, you take one. I'll take another.
Oh, okay. I mean, I might switch it out since one of us has got it, but
That's an empathy, right? Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Small personal detail about target where they go up. Okay, so all right, so Massilian, who are you hitting with Cold Reader?
Actually, I'll do the was it Tina?
Tina, yeah, the bass player.
Yeah.
You asked that. Yeah, what do you want to know?
If she seems like she's buying into all of this stuff that he's spouting.
I mean, okay, well, first, you hold on. Yeah, so you're gonna spend an inspiration for that? Oh no, yeah, you can spend a momentum for that.
I mean, I'll do inspiration if people
Yeah,
don't
I
want me
think
to use
you
momentum.
can do both. You can do either or.
either way.
Yeah. So
I mean,
yeah,
inspiration is your stuff anyway.
yeah,
Momentum's
Yeah.
the party stuff, and we
Mhm.
got 3 extra because we fucking failed. So go for it.
you did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll be
you
right
get
back.
the
Sorry.
sensation, like just going with the pitter patter back and forth. You think that whether she buys into it or not, she's committed to it. For whatever reason, she is committed to it. Be it personal belief, the money is good enough, but or something. She is
It's
committed
the FSA
to.
way.
Hmm.
Oh, it's the FSA way. You never know
Yeah.
who's listening.
Exactly. So yeah, like she's committed enough to it that it might as well be sincere.
But it
And-
might not be, and that's good to know.
Yeah. Hannah, who are you hitting with this?
I'm going to hit the Tony's talking a lot, so I'm gonna take a look at what was his name, Big T.
Big T, yeah. So you do have to spend a momentum
Yes,
because
yeah.
you don't have inspiration.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind, I will.
Yep, go right ahead.
Yep.
Can you activate that multiple times a scene?
Yeah, I mean,
not
since you have
actually
to
sure with
spend
skill
for it.
tricks.
Since
I
you have
mean,
That makes sense.
I don't mind you spending another one if you want to read
Sure.
the room.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're hitting it. What would you like to know about Big T?
I want to know how he feels about I want to know how he feels about Tony. How he feels about Tony's
how he feels
way.
towards him?
His loud talking for everyone way. Sorry, just dropped something on my keyboard.
He doesn't respect him, but he loves him.
Ah.
Aw, that's so sweet.
If you don't mind, I'll spend another momentum to get a read on Tony.
Sure thing. What would you like to know about Tony?
Something he's insecure about.
Okay.
His hair.
His hair.
Oh my god, that is actually one of the things Liberty Lad was insecure about messing. Oh,
Yeah, no, we're not gonna go that obvious. You think that he is probably insecure about living up to expectations. Like there's a lot of weight on him, and he is afraid of what happens when he doesn't live up to it.
That is good to know. I'll think on that.
yeah, so getting arrested, it's not the first time I've been arrested. It won't be the last time I'm arrested. That actually doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah, I'm not saying it bothered you. I'm just saying that it played well. It was a good move.
Yeah,
It really was.
I mean, we were also going to get arrested anyway, so
No, I mean like that's your guys' thing. You know, you're gutter punks. You know, you're scum on the street, and we're the face of the FSA. So we all got our brands.
I really don't. We're not really like street scum like you guys like to say. No, we're not. That is a different type of brand. Thank you. And she's kind of like leans back and she goes, "I'm just trying to figure out, look, do I think that, I believe in expression for everybody. Everyone should get to express themselves. That is not what I'm here about. I'm just trying to figure out where you all fit in. Like, I get your brand. I don't agree with your brand. I think your message is awful, but I also don't like hate speech. But I'm trying to figure out where you all fall in this. Like, I guess this is like my thing of like, are y'all okay? Like, like, are you cool? Like, did someone force you to do this, or is this just like?
Tina speaks up. It's like, you know what, your concern is very touching. What's important about what we do is that we're gonna make it big, and maybe we'll have time for the little guys when we're up on the main circuit and we're hitting it with the big time leaguers. Maybe you can open for us for real next time.
Why are you so concerned
Sounds
with
like-
making it big?
Sounds like y'all are under a lot of pressure for that. Must be tiring.
It's exhilarating. The FSA is all about, personal excellence and personal responsibility and, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. It is, the best place to really live. And we're just trying to bring that patriotic spirit up to the people of the FSA here on the moon.
But wouldn't you
Helpful
want your
citizens?
personal excellence to come through your art?
Hell yeah. I mean, we rock.
Do you?
So
It was certainly an impressive show.
I look.
Mice takes a drink.
Like Valen's just like, oh, well, okay. I just, I don't know. 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 I mean, you do realize what you're saying in those things, like the imagery you put up, like beating up caricatures of like continents and shit.
I
Like you
missed that
did
part.
see
I got
that,
there
right?
late.
Hey, look, you know what? It's a dog eat dog world, and cultures compete just like people.
And you're seriously okay condoning violence against them?
What? It's cartoon people beating up cartoon continents. That's not violence against people. Come on.
Really? Do you not now for someone who tells me I don't know my history, you're going to tell me that you don't have influence over people with the music that you play and the message that you are bringing is we are better than everyone else and it's okay to beat the shit out of everyone else and prove it? I just want to make sure I know your message and I want to make sure you're okay spreading that message. Hence why I'm asking if y'all are okay. Do you see the message that you're spreading?
This is Tony speaking up. It's all like your concern once again, very touching. And I get that you have a problem with the greatest country in the world. I get that you have that issue, and you call it hate speech, you call it promoting violence. It's not that. It's just asserting, what type of people and what type of culture is gonna get us through these hard times. Those fucking aberrants are back. Fucking aliens are everywhere. Did you hear the news about the fucking coalition? Like, we're gonna be coming through some tough times, and our music is gonna teach people to be tough and be proud of who they are and where they come from, and who's gonna be the best to fight back against the fucking aberrants and aliens. And who knows if the psychs are gonna go wrong.
So Scott, quick question. Maybe this is Diane not understanding. Like, have the aliens been violent? Are like we at war with them or something?
There are a number of alien races. There's the Chin, who are allied to humanity, but there's been attacks on the solar system by an alien race called the Chromatics, as well as they've attacked a colony out in space. There's a race called the Coalition, who apparently have like a gigantic spaceship that is making its way at like a fraction of light speed towards Earth, and the few diplomatic things and the few diplomatic attempts that have gone on with them have gone very badly. And obviously there's the aberrants who are out to stomp and destroy and enslave humanity. So most non-human encounters not been great.
Gotcha.
That being said, he's probably also looking at this through a very particular lens.
I'm going to reach out with my nascent telepathy and try to make contact with Frankie.
Yeah. So you're going to be using the Mind Speak basic ability.
Yes.
Let me just double check to see how that works. So yeah, I don't think that there's anything she can do to stop it. You can just basically do that. You speak to her in her head.
Well, the target must voluntarily accept the link.
Yeah, so you feel like a weird kind of like dancing pressure on your mind, Frankie.
Okay. Frankie, picks up her drink and like glances for a moment, like trying to figure out where it's coming from. Like,
I'll be looking at you so that if you look at me, our eyes will meet. And I just give you a wink.
Okay, fuck it. Frankie tries everything once. Just come on in. The water's fine.
So, I open a communications channel between myself and anyone within line of sight. The link allows us to converse silently, but the telepath can only communicate with a single individual at the time, and we have to share a language. But that doesn't seem to be a problem. So,
Gotcha.
Hi. Sorry If this is intrusive, I apologize. Do you want me to hurt this guy?
Frankie, basically, like, pauses for a moment and just kind of blinks rapidly and then takes a sip of her drink. And she just kind of, like, looks confused. And so you get the thoughts of, the fucker is in my head. Oh, it's so fucking cool. Man, he is a fucking psychic. Oh, shit, how do I talk back to him? Do I just think at him? Can he hear me right now? Do I need to talk?
Don't think of anything embarrassing. Dogs and tutus, no.
And you just hear, oh shit, he can hear me. Fuck. Okay. And then you get, oh god, don't tell him that his butt looks good in those pants. Don't think about it right now. And you just get this rapid thing, and then she kind of gets, no, don't hurt him yet. Fuck, shit. And outwardly, she's just staring into her cup for a hot minute and looks panicked. And then she seems to calm down. She's like, and you hear in her mind, play it cool, breathe, Frankie, breathe. Okay, you are a rock ass bitch. You got this. Play your cards. And you see, she just kind of sits back up.
I'll go ahead and like gently close the connection with the psychic equivalent of like a thumbs up.
Nice.
During the uneasy lull at the table, I'm going to ask them how they got together as a band, making awkward conversation.
Yeah, Tony says, I mean, we were all like, I know I was part of a talent agency back home. I think they were all part of a talent agency. And when, the people who are putting this thing together, we did a couple of chemistry performances, got together, so we basically met through the agency.
Cool.
What about you?
Some
Did you guys
agency.
like roll up in some like tenement housing, or what's up? What gives you guys a story?
More or less, yeah. Wasn't as organized as your situation.
Nah, we just all came together in a space and realized that we like jamming with each other, and
We
one
worked
thing led
together
to
well and have
another.
an alignment of goals.
Cool.
Yeah.
Big
I mean, that's
T.
for me. I was found on the street. I was abandoned as a youth, and they took me in and clothed me and fed me. And I
Yeah.
thought, this is how I'm going to give back. I'm going to
Like
create
being
for
raised by
them.
wolves, kinda.
Yeah, moonwolves.
Awoo.
Well, great. Big T kind of looks over to you, Bram, and says, "I don't recognize you. I don't think you were at the show. Are you a new member or something?"
Yeah, you
something
could
like
say that.
Cool.
We take all kinds. We're not judgy.
Hey.
Hannah also laughs when you say we're not judgy like that.
America's a melting pot, Like you kind of like we're all types too, Like I guess our only barrier to entry is patriotism.
Mice takes a deep drink.
Yeah.
Deep
So
drinking
what
and
is
herbal tea.
And the grit to get the money together for votes, right?
The herbal tea, incidentally, at some point earlier in the evening, had a little vial of powder dumped into it and stirred in. In case it
Nice.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Which
So,
Hannah and Frankie probably would know about. But
Yeah.
We've met you.
What's that word mean to you? Patriotism.
It means loyalty to the country that keeps you safe, that gives you a purpose, that is standing tall and ready to protect the whole species with good old-fashioned American grit and guns.
All right, I can respect loyalty. But like species and nation ain't really the same thing, So
Well, America has always led the way.
Mm.
We took the brunt during the Aberrant War, and we're still standing. So, who's got the grit? Who's got the grit to see us through the second one of the incursion of these bastards?
well, you go on to that front line, and we will cheer you on.
Well, that's our job. We're here to cheer on the troops and the
Ah.
and the workers who are keeping things strong. So we'll take care of that.
From here,
It can never
not
be.
from the
You
front
can never have
lines.
too much moral support.
Hmm.
Anywhere can be a front line. These things can warp in from anywhere. You think we're not strapped? You think we're not ready to go?
Yeah,
It's kind of
right,
funny
alright.
because I know the guy at the door. He doesn't let guns in.
You're like, Tina shows up and is like, yeah, I know the guy at the door too.
Oh, all right. I know the guy at the door too.
That guy must
Wow.
be really popular. I want to meet him.
Nice guy.
Ain't this the most awkward dick waving contest? All right, cool. So I don't know the guy at the door, and I don't care that I don't know the guy at the door. Mostly because I didn't come here to brawl. But I mean, look, it's been a rough day, and honestly, what you've told me has already given me the answer I was looking for, which is really kind of depressing, honestly. Um, I had hoped that was just this is our brand because we're in a contract and we got to say this shit to say this shit. Not that you guys actually bought into it hook, line, and sinker, which is really disappointing because you had a really great ass, and I'm really upset about this.
I've been hearing about it for days, y'all.
But
Me too.
she just
He's
kind of
all
gets
like,
up.
hey.
She like,
He's just like, I know I got a great ass. I'm down for a pity fuck whenever you wanna get it.
You sure we weren't here for a brawl?
she
I
kind of
look over at Frankie.
Frankie legitimately like picks up her drink. Like she has the look on her face, like the audacity that you just fucking said to me. And she just kind of looks up, and I would like to put on a little bit of a show,
Okay.
as I'm wont to do. Um, I am going to take my drink. And she legitimately is holding in her hand as she's standing up to leave, and she literally turns around and she basically lays into him, basically spouting off the equivalent of I want to turn the bar against you, and make you the bad guy, uh, basically routine. And she says, I can't believe you would say that to someone, you know, basically, let's how the best way to put this, hold on. I can't believe that you would be this sexist, this awful of a person to come in here and simply insult people. Uh, let's see here. She's gonna put it a little bit more eloquently than I am, but with a whole lot more passion behind it. As Frankie is is a singer, is an oratory person, so I want to give him the equivalent of I'm about to dress you down in public, and I want the bar to be behind me.
Okay.
And I would like to spend an inspiration, because I have it, to kind of make the declaration of the bar as basically forward thinkers, as in what I'm bringing up, they will respond well to.
Okay, so you're dramatic editing to say that it's a pretty progressive crowd tonight.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be a persuasion roll.
No, I'm not looking for persuasion.
Okay.
I'm looking for command.
Okay, so you are.
She
Okay,
is dressing him down.
Okay. All right. I'll command.
Because she is literally pulling the full weight of, and this is probably where you see that regal bearing of a princess. When she literally dresses him down, like, how very dare you? But she's dressing him down not in the fact that he insulted her, but the fact that he is insulting basically her entire people.
Gotcha. Okay, that's definitely let's make a command roll.
Yes.
You definitely have that dramatic editing in effect, which will give that'll give I'll say that will give enhancement equal to how many inspiration you want to spend on it.
I'm
I'll
also
spend
fine with you
2.
spending some momentum on this if you want, since this is making a big scene.
I gotcha. I'll only spend 1 inspiration. That's fine.
Okay, so only 1 enhancement.
1 enhancement. I assume my name in the lights applies.
It will apply, yeah.
My striking looks
Cool.
will apply.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that you're looking at a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enhancement standing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get that right. 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 enhancement standing. So I'm rolling my presence, which is 5, and my command, which is 3.
Okay, yeah.
Can I
And-
subtly add some lighting around her to make her like stand out even more in the crowd?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just for effect. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to have
Can
it.
I back
just for,
away?
Just for this.
Yeah,
scene.
you can Homer slide into the crowd.
Just gonna do the little hollow hands and just
Yeah.
shed
Take
my seltzer.
some soft light to illuminate her.
Sure.
And I am going to use 1 momentum just for oomph,
Got it. Okay.
as in for an extra die. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm rolling a 10. I have to unclick the rest of them. Thank you. 7s don't count, do they?
They do not. It's 8 and up.
Ah. All right. So just 5 and 5, 10.
Okay, so 10
Oof.
successes.
Ooh-wee.
Whoo,
Like,
boy.
You literally watch her stand up, and this is where you can see where her power lies in, which is when she starts getting the crowd whipped up, and you can see why she makes such a great front person,
Mm-hmm.
as she literally gives him a dressing down in public.
By the
Yeah.
end of it, he's naked with his perfect ass on display for all to see.
Indeed. So yeah, you give him a bit like it's not you don't like monologue at him. Like you just like hit like the key points of like you sexist asshole.
I
Like,
text her, tell him he's letting everyone down.
yeah, you see that pop up on your AR display. You throw that in there.
Oh, it's
a-
definitely the end of it. She goes, and such a, basically such a disgrace to let your people down, showing them the true colors that you are, with the finality of her glass hitting the table as she
Cool.
sets it down.
Yeah. So like everyone's heads turn to watch this. Like comp phones come out to like take pictures of this and like take video of this. And,
Absolutely filming as
yeah.
this is going on.
Absolutely.
This is going on the website.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Already putting stuff up. Frankie B. Liberty Lad.
You do see like moments into you starting it, Tina takes out her mini comp and is recording this as well.
I wink at her.
She winks
That's
back. And yeah, the crowd is not happy with this. Like they like it's more of a vibe than anything else. Like no one here, like everyone is here kind of like gets on the same page that these people are wrecking the vibe, and obviously this is a guy who fucked up, and like aren't those guys, like don't we know those guys? Didn't we see that on the OpNet? Like what the fuck are they doing here? And like eventually like there's a couple moments of like stunned like silence after you're done. And like one of the waiters just comes up and says, comes up to Tony and says, "Sir, you're making a bit of a disturbance here. We've had some complaints about your comments. Your drinks are on the house, but we are going to ask you and your group to leave." And they just all kind of like share a look and say like, "All right, okay. We see how this rolls. We see what kind of like super anima woke crowd this is. This kind of bar isn't for us." And they like stand up and get out.
I will telekinetically trip Tony on his way out.
Okay. Yeah. You absolutely like snake a line of telekinetic force, and like he trips up a little bit, and like kind of looks around, and just, like Big T just kind of like puts a hand on his shoulders and like walks them all out.
And done filming.
Yeah.
Wonder Root accosted at Star Bar. Send it out.
And like, there's like a little bit of like, there's not like anything as gauche as applause, but like
No,
people like
She's
raise
not
raise
expecting that.
drinks and like our people are welcome that the unwelcome element has been expunged, and the vibe just increases dramatically.
And you see her kind of sit back down, and she props one foot on over her other leg, and she crosses her arms across her chest, and she goes, "Ugh. That
That was beautiful. That was,
what?
Well, now we're
On
gonna
your
have
part,
real
your
famous
part.
beef.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I mean, I know you didn't do it for this reason, but it does kind of help us.
It was glorious to watch. I mean,
Yeah, you
A lot of
did-
people are gonna see what just happened.
You did good talking.
I mean, I just
I'm
stated facts.
Yeah, guy's an asshole.
I'm very
Yeah,
upset.
You got away with words.
Thank you.
Well, they're definitely gonna try to bust in on us at our show, so we might want to strategize on how we want to deal with that because we could probably make them look real stupid.
I mean,
do we still have access to that egg?
no,
No.
no.
Yeah,
Absolutely
sorry.
not.
I'm tripping a little bit right now, so my suggestions aren't going to be the most helpful.
Besides, we
I don't
have
think I ever want to eat
security.
eggs again.
I mean that
Oh.
legitimately. We have security. I mean, they
We
really
do.
they want to come.
Or let them try and challenge and decimate them with music. If it's going to be another battle of the bands kind of situation like last time, or just keep them out.
That's
There's lots
the
of
thing,
options.
though. I mean, we're always gonna beat them because we're always gonna just show that our way is better. Our way is, what happens after their whole thing with grit and loyalty and all that shit. Like once you get past that, what's left? And people need something, and that's what we give them. We give them something to look forward to once all the hard stuff is dealt with. So that's always gonna win out.
I guess I was just hoping against hope that they wouldn't have been brainwashed.
Well, now you know. And knowledge is power.
Also, we got a recording of them saying they're prefab, so that might play well.
What?
Oh, they're not. They were put together by a talent agency. They're a boy band.
One of them was a girl, though.
It's genre.
I don't even care about that. I mean, I know you guys care about that. I'm just more upset that they're crap people.
With crap music, too.
I mean, how long you been on the
fucking
moon?
Hilarious. Huh?
I was gonna ask how long you've been on the moon. There's not a lot of well, there is good people here, but there's a lot of bad people here too. Sorry. That's a lot higher proof than I thought. But yeah, there's bad people everywhere. Bad people back on Earth. It's where my ma left. Yeah, Earth.
You ever had much dealings with FSA types before?
They'll come through. Someone tries to make a deal. Someone says the wrong stuff. I don't like them, but I'm not tall enough up on the food chain to really have a say, So.
But you can have an opinion at least.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's it.
Most of the guys and girls that I've had to deal with that are FSA, I do not enjoy their company. So
I'll drink to that.
Hey. And
if you need a pick me up in that high proof beverage you're drinking, you just let me know. Mice produces another vial of mysterious powder.
No, thank you. I appreciate the offer. Keep it around, but not. No, I'm on the phone.
Oh, always. This body stocking has plenty of pockets that no one knows about.
Like,
You could
I'm
frisk
looking
him, find
respectfully.
out.
Just like,
I mean, with Mice's consent, of course.
I might not be
I mean-
in a state of mind to give proper consent, so let's hold off till tomorrow.
and
Also, I think we've made enough of a spectacle of ourselves already for this night.
Never.
Yeah.
there you go.
Let's get back to the crash pad. At least there I can trust people.
I'm sorry you were disappointed in that guy, but yeah.
Is it just
And
crazy of me to want, I don't know, for people to be better?
That's our whole thing.
that's
Just
your
because
thing.
we're born from violence and there's violence around us doesn't mean we have to be violent. I am not naive enough to know that sometimes violence is not necessary, because sometimes it is. But I just want,
For some people,
I don't know, for the message that people present, they understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
This sucks. I didn't want to come drink to be contemplative and upset. Fuck.
Why else do we drink? Well, all right.
All right. So on that somber note, you guys are gonna get back out on the transit system, head back down further into downside, back to your crash pad, and that is where we will leave it off. Next time we will most certainly be having a hell of a bang show down in the underground. But let's go through your aspirations real quick. See how much XP everyone's gonna get for the night. Flip to that page. I should really put a bookmark in it.
So the aspirations I had.
I'm gonna go down the list just
Okay.
to keep it copacetic. All right. Did anyone achieve any of their short-term aspirations?
I got
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you get an XP for doing that. Did all players achieve a short-term aspiration? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So,
You think so?
did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I did, unless
Oh, okay.
being
Sorry.
there for the killing of an aberrant thing counts as boosting street cred, but I doubt it.
Actually, we did
unless
boost
you
street cred.
We did just have an altercation where we won.
Oh, that's
where Frankie
true.
won.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can call that. All right, then.
All right. Well, then
everyone-
yes, one.
Then everyone will get an additional. Did anyone achieve a long-term aspiration? Don't think so. Did players spend half the available momentum in a single scene? I believe
I don't
you
think
guys did spend what you got down in the fight.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so then everyone's gonna get an additional one. I don't think we've reached a story milestone or a group story, so that's gonna be that for this time around. So however many XP that
Right.
is for everyone, I think that's about 3.
Yep.
So yeah, everyone's gonna get 3 XP for that. All right, well that wraps that up. Did everyone have fun tonight?
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Cool, great. Yeah, it was really cool. I'm glad we were able to get Nigel here into the game. I think it's going to add an interesting dynamic. So yeah, that's going to be it for the game. If you want to support the show or the channel, you can go to Simulacra Studios. Patreon.com/Simulacra Studios. Also, be on the lookout for Beyond Electric Dreams. Currently in layout. It's going to be a Nexus product. It is my personal setting book for Aeon, for youth culture, and so a lot of the stuff that we are dealing with this particular game. So be on the lookout for that. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to plug?
I do. So next weekend, that big lovely 4-day weekend we have coming up, we are actually Rise of the Founders, which is a local buffer LARP to the Tallahassee, Florida area over at the Quincy Boy Scout Camp, is having their season finale, which is a 4-day event. We would love to see you come on out. We have a lot of fun planned, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool, and there will definitely be links in the show notes if you want to put the URL in the chat for that on the Twitch channel. Anyone else have anything they want to plug?
I'll just plug Changeling the podcast. We just did our 10th release, our 10th episode, so we're
Woohoo.
steaming ahead. So changelingthepodcast.com. Check it out.
Cool. All right. Anything else from anybody?
Nope.
Okay, great. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you all out there for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye.